Hello, for those of you that don't know me, my name's Sarah Hunt and I'm an intuitive healer. I'm also a medium as well and channel messages from some very high vibration beings of pure love and pure light. I've been guided just to do this video because there's a lot of people that are struggling with ascension symptoms and probably not understanding that it's actually ascension symptoms that they're experiencing. And so I was guided, first of all, just to read you a message that I channeled from the true angel Raphael. And I channeled this message back in August, the end of August, 29th of August. And it's just giving some insight into what's happening on the earth, because there's been an awful lot of energy shifts over the last few years, but particularly in the last 6 months and indeed the last 6 weeks. There have been some incredible energy shifts going on that's helping us all to progress. So if I start first of all with Raphael's message, and then that will give you some kind of understanding of what's going on. So this is what he said to me. It is with great joy that we bring this message to you all, for we want you to know that the earth has completed its shift from the 3rd dimension into the 5th dimension, and new ways of being will be manifesting for you all. It is important for you all to come to understand that you are spiritual beings first and foremost, and that you are currently having a human experience. As spiritual beings, it is important to be heart-led, and by that we mean loving, kind, generous, compassionate, and without judgment of anyone or anything, including yourself. Become an observer rather than getting embroiled in dramas. Take a step back when something upsets you, look at it and respond rather than react. The planetary vibration has been rising steadily for some years, and indeed so has the spiritual vibration of all of you having the human experience. It is now rising much more rapidly as we move into a heart-led, heart-centered way of being rather than a materialistic, head-based way of being. It is important to understand that thoughts are energy, as are words and actions. With the changes in the vibration, thoughts become actions very quickly, and this is now happening much more quickly than ever before. Be mindful of your thoughts, words, and actions, and ensure they are kind, loving, truth, and necessary. Stay focused on what brings you joy, for it is important to do things that make your heart and soul sing, as this way you will ensure that life flows and synchronicities and serendipity happens for you all. The new ways are beginning as the old ways are disintegrating. As you move forward, you will experience a very different world filled with love, joy, and peace. To help to create that, please take the time to go inward and heal, so that you find the love, joy, and peace that is within, for it is there when you take the time to look. Know that you are all loved and supported by all of us in the spiritual realms, and we are overjoyed to see the new way of being coming into fruition. You are love, we are love. Love is everything. Raphael. So essentially what Raphael was telling us back at the end of August was that the Earth had shifted from the 3rd dimensional planet of being very much materialistic, head-based, ego-based, to the 5th dimension, which is all about being heart-led and heart-centered, and moving away from the head and ego-led way of being. Since then, it's my understanding that in the last few weeks, I think it was around the end of October, we moved into the 6th dimension. And the 6th dimension is all about being in soul control, so soul-led. And when we're soul-led, then we're really tuning into our soul, listening to our soul and being completely guided by our soul. And in combination with being heart-led and heart-centered. So what's really important now is that we need to listen to our soul, because our soul will make sure that we stay on purpose. Our soul will make sure that we stay on the path that is filled with synchronicities and serendipity, so that we know that we're on the right path. So by that I mean we're in flow. We are experiencing what we need to, and everything drops into place for us, so that everything comes together as it needs to. I think what's important to understand is that Ascension is a journey of self-discovery, and we've all been on this journey for quite some time, but now we're kind of coming to an important part in this journey. But it's a journey that teaches us to go inwards, to reconnect with our soul again, to reconnect with true source. And to me, true source is the energy of pure love and pure light that we come from, and that we're journeying back to. It's also a journey where we start to realise that we are more than our physical body. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and that we have the abilities to be able to connect with those who are still in spirit, who are very high vibrational beings of pure love and pure light, that are there to guide us and to help us and support us as we move forward. So my understanding is that there have been some very significant shifts of energy over the last few years, but particularly in the last 6 months. And there's also been some healing that's been done by True Source to help everybody to cope with all these energetic shifts, and also to activate people's spiritual gifts once again. And so people will start to be much more intuitive. They will work with their clairsenses more. So that's clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, and clairsentience. So, and those are about seeing with the inner eye, hearing things, knowing things, and sensing things, just as a brief overview. As these senses start to be activated in people, some people may not understand what's happening, and others will definitely be looking for somebody to help them to develop those skills. When these skills are actually activated and people start to see things, hear things that haven't before, then these can be some of the positive ascension symptoms that people experience. They may get premonitions of things. Again, that's one of the positive ascension symptoms. They may get this feeling that they've really got to start going inside. They've got to look at themselves. They've got to come to a greater understanding of themselves. And again, to me, that's a positive side of ascension, where we're all shifting into this soul-led way of being, this heart-led way of being, and this greater understanding of ourselves, and that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. However, from a physical point of view, for some people, they may experience things like headaches, flu-like symptoms, so or cold symptoms, a lot of sneezing, runny nose, all those sorts of things, maybe a little bit of a temperature. They may have aches and pains that just don't know where they come from. There's no real reason for it. They may experience dizziness, changes in mood, particularly low mood, and then kind of feeling fluctuations in mood as well. Overheating at night can be another ascension symptom, and also skin rashes and things like shingles, and also palpitations. So if you're getting any of these kind of symptoms, then it's take a moment just to go inwards and listen to your body. Is this your body just adjusting itself? And what it's doing really is detoxing itself, so that your body can hold more light, so that its vibration can go up and stay at the same vibration as your spiritual vibration is. What's important is to make sure that you are kind to yourself, that you give yourself enough rest, that you have plenty of fluids. Some people will find that they're very tired, and certainly that's something I'm experiencing at the moment, is feeling really, really tired, wanting to go to bed earlier than normal, and wanting to stay there. But again, it's all about the body healing itself. It's about the body clearing out those energies that we don't actually need anymore, so that we can adjust to those big energy shifts on the planet and be able to cope with them as we live our everyday lives. So it's going to be very interesting as we move forward. We are going to start to realise that we are working much more intuitively. People are going to start to recognise that they are being more heart-led, more heart-centred. And so it's, do think about what you're saying, how you're saying it. Is it necessary? Is it kind? Kind of things come into my mind. So when you're talking to somebody, just being as kind and loving as you can be, even if it's something that's really uncomfortable that you need to talk to them about, it's expressing it in a way that it can be received, knowing that the person is being as loving and kind in the way that they're expressing themselves as possible. And then that allows people to respond rather than to react. When we get upset about things, we tend to react. Whereas if we are able to be in the right space in the moment, where we can just kind of think about what's being said to us and then respond, it's much better for everybody. And it gives everybody an opportunity to express themselves fully and be authentic without upsetting each other. So we are moving into this new way of being, and it may not seem like it's very obvious at the moment with what's going on in the world, but it is happening, it is manifesting already. And really it's down to each of us to make sure that we're manifesting that in our own lives. And so what we're going to start experiencing is feeling that there's more love, there's more joy, there's more peace, there's more harmony and abundance coming into all areas of our lives. And I do feel that over the next few years, we'll start to see that a lot more in the physical world around us. So if you're experiencing any of those symptoms, and if there's anything serious, obviously do get it checked out with a medical practitioner. But if they can't find any reason for the symptoms that you're experiencing, then it's quite likely that it's Ascension symptoms and it's just your body adjusting to the changes in energy. There are some crystals that might be helpful for people, and in particular the combination of red tiger's eye, citrine, pink opal and lepidolite. So red tiger's eye is very good at helping you to feel motivated and energized. It also reminds you of the importance of self-love and self-care. Citrine is the stone of abundance, but it also helps to improve family relationships and increase confidence. And then there's pink opal. I love pink opal. It's a really supportive crystal, and it just reminds us that we're a lot stronger than we think we are. And then there's lepidolite, which has a very soothing, calming effect and helps to balance the emotions and helps you to feel a lot more confident. So if you are struggling with any Ascension symptoms, then look at that combination of crystals to help you. If you're struggling at all with being able to express yourself, then any blue crystals, so something like sodalite, kyanite, lapis lazuli, blue lace agate, any of those will help you to be able to express yourself better as well, and in a more loving and calm and kind way. If you've got any questions about what's happening in the world at the moment from a point of view of energy and energetic shifts, or if you've got any questions about Ascension symptoms, then do please get in touch with me. I will be pleased to help you. My email address is sarah@peaceful-living.co.uk. And if you want to know more about me, my website is www.peaceful-living.co.uk. Thanks very much for listening.